Hi guys, and welcome to GistTube TV, where we thrill you with amazing video all day long. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell after you subscribe to this channel. Hi everyone, and welcome back to this channel. In this video, let's look at top action figures in Nollywood, top Nollywood actresses who have played lead roles in action movies. Now, Nigeria, as we know, it does not have a lot of action movies, but then we have tried to have some movies that can be regarded as thriller action movies. But then, we live in the world and in a place where usually men get the bigger shares of everything action, right? But then we have some women from the 90s when we had Most Wanted that featured Regina Askia, Laui Adelaide, If Binabo Febresema in one of the earliest action movies that was female dominated. We have some women who have along the way come up to show us that yes, we can also do amazing things as frontliners, as main characters in action thriller movies, especially in Nollywood. So let's look at a list of some of our Nollywood actors, actresses who have taken on lead roles in action movies and have absolutely killed it. Now, without further ado, let me get right into the video. But before I do that, if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel, go through our content, and I promise you, you'd find something that interests you. Click the bell button so you will not miss notifications when we have them for your viewing pleasure. Also, give this video a thumbs up to show that you like it, you enjoy it, and do me a favor, do us a favor by sharing this video also on every platform you might be on. I look forward to you doing that. Right, let's get onto the list, and I'm going to start with my personal favorite. I feel like she's comes a long time. She's not spent even 10 years in the industry, and somehow she has managed to position herself in such a place where you can't say you want to have any action movie, any movie that that necessarily needs an action figure, a female lead, and you will not think about. I'm talking about Mama Zaya Adesua Itomi Wellington. She got into the movie scene in 2014 with a role in the movie Knocking on Heaven's Door that featured Blossom Chukwujeko. And from our role in that movie, you could tell that she's somebody that has come into the movie industry to stay. And now when she featured in the Kevin Wanko thriller action movie Mona, that was even on an international level, you could tell that this woman, yes, she has a lot of Spartan blood in her, and she can do a lot of action movies. She absolutely killed the role. Behind the scenes show very strong rehearsals, training periods, and she delivered in that role. She also featured in the movie Merry Men 2, A.Y. Makon's Merry Men 2, another mission, and she absolutely killed her role in that movie. As Eniola Salami's daughter in the first installment of King of Boys, Kemi Adetiba's King of Boys, Adesua Itomi absolutely killed our character. And of course, she's even in a yet to be released movie, Gangs of Lagos. From the title, you can at least tell, and from the behind the scenes we've seen, and snippets we've seen online, you can tell that the movie is also an action-packed movie. We expect to see a lot of actions, a lot of throwing this and throwing that, leg work, hand work, and everything. We expect to see more of Adesua in leading roles, especially for an action movie. Moving on from Adesua, number 2 on my list is this woman that every time I see her, every time her name comes up anywhere, the first thing that comes to my mind is Body Yadi, Body Yadi, Body Yadi. She's popular for actions in rom-com movies and being the sweet-talking, accent-speaking, beautiful Osas Igodaro Mama of One. But then after that, she has featured in some other amazing action movies that you can tell that yes, this woman has what it takes. A role in the movie Rattlesnake, the Ahana story, where she was this soft-spoken younger sister who did a lot of amazing deals, was very beautiful. She gave us a lot of sexy danger. Somehow it appealed to you, and at the same time it scares you a lot because you're like, wow, somebody can do things like this, you know what I mean? That her role in that movie was amazing. Also, she's featured in other action thriller movies. She was in Merry Men. I feel like A.Y. Marco literally gave women a space to showcase themselves as action figures, especially in the movie that he did, Merry Men 2, The Return of, is it The Return? Merry Men 2, another what was that now? Another game or another agenda. Yeah, another agenda. She featured in that, and the movie was actually very interesting. She's also featured in the action movie Rattlesnake and also Dangerous, where she also killed her roles. Moving on from her, number 3 on my list is Adelaide. Adelaide featured in the 2018 action thriller movie Knockout Blessing, where she played the lead character Blessing and also displayed a lot of knockout skills. She displayed a lot of acting, boxing, knockout skills in the movie, and she totally killed her role. I look forward to seeing Adelaide in a lot of other roles. In fact, the movie in 2019 was nominated for Best Nigerian Movie at the Africa Movies Academy Award, AMA Awards of 2019. That was how well the action in the movie was. Moving on from Adelaide, let's talk about another of my favorites, Nancy Issymen. Now, this woman is one woman that I would absolutely go to the cinema to see. I mean, I would definitely go to the cinema to see her movies. And her role in the movie Club in 2018, it's an action thriller movie. The Club in 2018 was also very phenomenal. She was a gang leader. She did a lot of, showing out and training, especially with her toned body. She did a lot of that. And then our role also in Omageto, the flexibility agility that she displayed in Omageto also got to me. I felt like, okay, yes, she's doing amazingly well as an action movie figure, especially a lead role, and for a female. I mean, we've seen a lot of G-Mike doing a lot of badass thingies. We've seen a lot of, all these people come do badass thingies, men. But then we've seen women that are beginning to come out and say, yes, we can also occupy this space, and they are doing very amazing in these roles, and they are killing their characters. Now, aside from Nancy Issymen, another person on my list will be Linda Ocefer. This beautiful melanin dark chocolate woman brought her A game also in Merryman 2, Another Agenda, the AY Macon second installment of Merryman. She did amazing. She killed her role. Another person that also featured in Merryman that I feel like killed her action role too, because there was like 4 female characters who came back to get revenge, was Damilola Adegbite. In Merryman too, she was the girlfriend of one of the Merrymans, and she could definitely hold her own against all these bad guys who were after her. And she definitely owned it, and she's featured also in some other action movies, action roles where she definitely killed it. Just know that what these people need is it's just a little bit of, tutoring. Just tell them that, okay, this is how you do this, is how you do this, sequencing and whatnot, and you can believe that these people will come, deliver their A game. And what else are you looking for? You've seen our own Jet Li. We've seen our own Mrs. Smith, Angelina Jolie's character in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if you know what I mean. Now, aside from Damilola Adegbite, Linda Ocefer, another person that featured in Merryman 2 and has also featured in some other action movies is she's not the trio, she's the 4th person of the 4th squad of amazing superstars. I'm talking about Ufoma McDermott. Aside from being very popular for her role in comedy movies, for her role in rom-coms, and that's what she does basically, a lot of romance scenes, she's also an action figure. She took the role in Merryman 2, where she also held her own against other people. And of course, Wives on Strike, you could tell from her character that she's someone that has a lot of spirit in her, somebody that has a lot of things to show forth if given the role. Our women are beginning to show a lot of diversification, are beginning to not let themselves be stereocasted, and they're beginning to show a lot of range when it comes to taking on characters, delivering roles, interpreting very beautifully. We've seen these women do a lot of these amazing things. And last on my list, I feel like it is honorary to mention her, although some people have condemned the movie as a whole, the storyline of the movie, especially since it is a remake of another movie that we all enjoyed when it was released in the 1990s. That is, I'm talking about the remake of the movie Ineka the Pretty Serpent that was made in 2019-2020, and it featured Idia Asen. Now, as a character, she killed her role, she brought her A game, she did a lot of action. She literally showed us what it's like to be a serial life snuffer. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Because this happened and then she came for revenge. Although some people had problems with the plots and storyline, but I feel like Idia brought a lot of vigor. She brought a lot of action to the movie, and she really displayed what it means to be a star action figure in an action movie, especially one that is Nollywood based. All right, guys, there you have it. Some Nollywood actresses, top Nollywood actresses who have starred as action figures in Nollywood movies. I hope to see a lot of females in these roles in future times. If you enjoyed this video, like I said, please give it a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and bye guys.